Beyond the stars lies a web of pearls, each gemstone a miniature world unto itself. Upon these worlds interconnected our stories are told, and the fate of creation hangs in the balance. Welcome to the Titan's Gift. Hey, how's everyone doing on this fine Tuesday evening? It's good to see you folks, the Seattle folks, as well as the folks on the stream. This is our first streamed Titan's Gift since the hiatus over the summer. Of course, you can catch up on Titan's Gift on YouTube. I didn't post the last game that we played on YouTube, so there might be a game behind, but I will do a recap of what happened over the last two games. Hey, Ahmed, how's it going? Right. How you guys doing?
I am doing good. We have been chatting like crazy tonight. It's always fun getting the group together.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it may look like everybody else like we haven't been playing. We've been playing. We've just not been streaming.
What do you mean? You guys have been planning? Is that what you guys are doing?
Playing.
That's right.
This crazy, freaky Dutch accent. It's not helping, is it?
No, I assure you we have not been planning.
Oh, okay.
No.
I did hear some Leprechaun math, so I'm looking forward to that.
That's true. That's true. You know, I'm looking forward to pulling that one out.
So,
I think it's a great strategy.
Yep. What have you guys been up to?
Ooh, that's a good question. Every day seems to be much like the one before. It's hard to remember what exactly I've been up to.
All right, existential crisis for Luke. Okay, Max.
Let's see here. Actually, the thing that has consumed the most amount of my time, I'm not going to lie, is we're kicking off a Return of the Runelords campaign in January. So I'm having like a slight obsession over my new character that I have to play in that campaign. So I have got like 6 different spreadsheets and all kinds of stuff, trying to map out level by level spell progression and feeds.
I really enjoy character creation, but I create the character. What Max does is he creates like 10 different versions of the character.
Yeah.
Or like 6 different characters and then backs away from them. I do enjoy it. What are we looking at? More existential
All right,
crisis? What's this?
So what's been going on with me? I've been putting up spooky Halloween decorations around the house. Oh, look at that spooky
Nice, very nice.
the night sight on the phone reads as blue, but it's more of this purple, and it is this like spooky hanging like ghoul in front of the house. It looks pretty sweet from the
Nice.
road. It's pretty
Nice. How are all the projects coming along with the house, Luke? Are they largely done?
Hold on, we cut Max off here. What character are you creating?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's cool.
I want to know what
cool.
character you're creating. What monstrosity are you?
Yeah, this is for Runelords. I'm actually going to play a Samsaran sorcerer. So Samsarans are like this race of people in Pathfinder that
Imp sorcerer?
It'll be an arcane sorcerer.
Okay.
And they're a race that are constantly reincarnated.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that they have is like these past life memories, and so he's going to have a couple of bard spells on his list and stuff like that. And it's been kind of fun playing around with something. I'm trying to build not fireball is basically the challenge.
I see that as a personal insult.
This is Neil's second wizard who loves the fireball.
There's nothing wrong with it. I've just
no.
built it before, and there's no challenge there for me. So
Well,
I'm trying to do something different.
After 20 years of playing, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't go back to fireball wizard. There might have been something in between fireball wizard.
See, I hear you guys talking,
Yeah.
but
Always room for a better fireball wizard. Yeah, I mean,
The sound of boom.
Fair enough. Hey, Fox, how's it going? All right. So, Samsaran, how do you make an int wizard? Because I want to say I've seen a build.
You mean an int sorcerer?
An int sorcerer, yeah.
It's a bloodline. I'm gonna stick with charisma, but
Charisma, yeah.
I think there's I'll have to look up the bloodline. It's like Sage, I think, which is
That's
a wild-blooded archetype, or sorry, a wild-blooded bloodline for Arcane.
I think there was an offline game where Mark played a Sage Samsaran, who was a prototype of the character he's now playing, the bard he's now playing in Grimstone Chronicles. Like, he was learning how to build the ultimate knowledge bard. Version 2 of that character is Barnabas in the Grimstone Chronicles campaign.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah, my wife is playing like a healing alchemist, so we're trying to like
That's
mix
neat.
up the roles and stuff. So she'll probably be all the int-based stuff, and I'll probably be all the charisma-based stuff.
Cool. All right, now let's go back. Luke, house projects or whatever.
It's great. Halloween decorations.
It's okay.
It's really fun to put up Halloween decorations.
Is that mug really big, or are you just really small, Luke?
It's a small person.
Okay.
It is a large mug. It is a larger than normal mug.
Okay. The way you're holding it. Oh, funny. All right, Matt, what's new with you?
Not much. I'm writing a lot of C++ code, dealing with the many different variations of string in C++. One could argue too many. One could argue that there's only one right way to do what I'm obviously trying to do, so just do it. But the compiler is a harsh master and does not take my advice. So I'm making progress. But boy, not a whole lot else. I've been playing some NetHack lately.
That's what you said last week.
You
Yeah,
said
how's
last
that
time.
going?
What is this game? I've never heard of it.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's super old. It started out kind of as Rogue and evolved from there.
Matt Colville
it's-
plays a lot of NetHack online. So let me find you a link and maybe.
It's like a lot of depth to it though, because you're still playing. People are still playing this game, and it's like what 40 years later or whatever. So there must be some like crazy depth and replayability to this thing.
There's quite a bit. It's super random. So it's super random, but you need to accomplish a lot of different things in order to get to the end. I've gotten to the end game several times, but I've never actually won it. Just because you do kind of have to get lucky, and also you kind of have to not make any mistakes. There's a phase of the game where where it's helpful to get really lucky, and then a phase of the game where it's important to not make any mistakes. You've done everything you can to protect yourself, but there are still things that can kill you. Most of them can be prevented or avoided if you don't screw up. But most people screw up enough that there's a whole concept of yet another stupid death, which is one of the most common ways to die in attack. So,
I mean, I'm listening to what you're
wild.
saying. It sounds interesting.
does it? I mean, it's.
I mean, it sounds painful. It sounds unnecessarily
it's a thing
painful.
to do.
It sounds like you're hitting some sort of nostalgia cockle in your heart or something like that.
It's how I relax after casting between various string data types in C++. NetHack, where you have to be perfect or you die, is less annoying.
I was about to say, it sounds like you're looking
It's
for
less
something that's
annoying.
less painful than the linker. Like, how do I get past this? Like,
Yeah.
Yep, I get you. I'll watch hockey while managing a pretend hockey team, and that's relaxing. What do I do? What do I do during my day? Manage work and people, right? So, that is more relaxing. Then I get it.
Yep.
It's still engaging your mind, but more relaxing. Cool.
Cool.
Neil, what's up? What's up?
we are wrapping up on our projects, and I'm super excited about that. Like, we wrapped up our fence a couple of weeks ago. Today was the first day of blue skies, so this was the opportunity to take a couple of pictures, share them with family. And I have to admit that our yard looks great now that we have the fence. I had a concrete guy here yesterday. The guy is not made out of concrete. D&D world. Let's get this right. So I had somebody over here.
I am
was
concrete
pouring some
man.
concrete. I am concrete man. I am from Eastern Bloc somewhere.
He just starts pouring concrete out of his gut. It's really weird.
Like, there were just too many conversations in there for any sane person to follow. But yeah. So yeah, we've got our final project. They're installing we have an oversized hot tub, and I couldn't find a cover for it. And, long story short, we have to install an automated cover on top of it. And to make the automated cover work, they had to extend a concrete slab, and just getting everything lined up and everything done in time was a problem, because getting 3 different contractors, to agree on a timeline and get stuff imported from Canada. This thing I bought is getting imported from Canada, so there's just a lot of moving parts.
All right, I'll make a phone call and I'll get here quicker.
Yeah, and I mean, everything is set up now. Concrete's poured. Although they were supposed to come back today to, when they pour concrete, they have these wooden frames that they build around it to keep it in place. They were supposed to come remove it today, and they didn't. So I'm curious to know when they're going to come do it. But all things coming to an end at this point. Like, next week is the final stuff, and then for this year at least, house projects are done, and then it's just the normal stuff like Halloween and Christmas and decorating, and unless another French drain fails, like hopefully that doesn't happen again. But other than that, we're good. Real excited.
Kraken season starts, or their home season's already started. Home openers this Saturday. I am excited.
How'd they do against Las Vegas? Golden Knights on that first one.
4-3 loss.
Right? Close game though, right?
Golden Knights are probably going to be one of the better teams in the West this year. So to be within one goal, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
My guess is they're going to be middle of the pack. They'll squeak into the playoffs, and that will be a good start for a first year for a team. My poor Montreal Canadiens are just suffering without their main goaltender. They're just suffering. So,
did Seattle steal the main goaltender there? Or?
No, the main goaltender's on mental health leave, and we don't have replacement for main goaltender.
Maybe that was stressing him out a little bit.
Well, yeah, he had an injury right before, and anyways, when your strategy is relying on good goaltender, playing solid defense, and then scoring opportunistically, when one piece of that puzzle is missing, your team's not going to do very well.
Hold on, somebody's beeping outside.
I didn't hear it. Okay, why don't we do a...
I don't think you heard the joke.
No.
Why didn't he mute before he left?
I don't know. I don't know. Luke.
Sorry, stream. It's been a while.
Yeah, so why don't I do a couple of games back recap, because we didn't post the last game. To give some context about what's going on with Titan's Gift Season 3, approximately Episode 15. Bukerbeck goes to the Vault of Commerce to procure planar rods. Zephyros and Darien II take a visit to the Arcanacrum to sell many of their captured goods. Fereosae and Professor Thurgus return to Villa Malavala to pack up their belongings and bring the artists to the halls of somnolence. The reason behind them leaving the Villa Malavala is they believe that assassins, as well as the Queen, have finally taken notice of the jerks emeritus and may come looking for them. Bukerbeck breaches the boundaries of the Pearls with his planeshift spells to bring a host of allies into Bostera before returning to Grand Station. The jerks emeritus, along with their new ally, Darien II, take their rest before embarking on havoc and mayhem in Grand Station, before they leave the Pearl, the city and the Pearl. The professor creates some magical mayhem and some illusory slander against the sovereign queen with permanent illusions. Thurgus leads the jerks emeritus through the sewers to the underground entrance of the Tower of Alchemy, breaching the tower in hunt for revenge. The jerks emeritus scour the Tower of Alchemy for the target of Thurgus's vengeance. They quickly discover that multiple factions are in the tower, not all of them nefarious or evil. Fereosae notices the dimensional nature of the building, while the professor leaves behind a trail of magical illusions. The party pauses to figure out a way past the death magic trap, which leads to the domain of the Reanimator. I think that's where we left off. So you guys are on a stairwell somewhere. Where are your tokens? There you guys. You guys are in
Public labs.
the public labs, and you're the
floor below the entrance to the what we assume is the Reanimator's like top office with the death sign.
Yeah, you're congregated
trap.
near the door of Tower B. For some reason, Thurgus is out on the hallway. This tower is raining acid at this point in time.
Yeah, Thurgus walked out into the acid rain to talk shit.
Okay.
Right.
I think that's where we pick up. You guys have spells running, I believe. Some of you are injured. It looks like everyone's got a little bit of damage on them. And there is a very large and vacant alchemy lab, save for a couple of summoned zombies from the professor's bone necromancy cloak, and a skeletal horse that came from the same.
Oh, we got spells to protect us against the bad rain. Okay.
We do.
Oh, careful,
Yes.
careful, Thurgus. That door is trapped.
But
Yes,
ward at the top, though, is a bit of a problem. Fereosae, if I'm picking up your thoughts correctly, I'd be one to believe you have summons available.
I do. I believe that this is one of the few problems that we can solve with leprechauns.
A splendid, a leprechaun-based problem.
Well, I'd like to get a pretty good collection of them and then just storm the door with leprechauns. It'd be nice to be able to keep them protected from the acid in the meantime. Is there a place that I could, can I put them underneath you, Thurgus, kind of?
Well, how many are you talking about?
Like 8.
Thurgus, do you carry a shield or a tower shield or anything like that?
Why don't I just give him the same thing I gave us?
There's a lot. There'll be a lot of them, but sure.
I mean, it's like divided amongst a number of targets, but we don't need them to stay alive very long.
Oh, excellent. Yes. I'll summon them down here, and then we'll run them all up and have them beat down the door. Now, there's the possibility that the trap goes off when you go through the door. And if they have trouble opening the door, someone will probably need to batter it down to let them through.
Oh.
Couldn't we just have something try to open it?
Well, we don't really want to give away the whole game yet either. If we open up the door, then they'll kind of know we're coming. It'd be nice to... We'll do this in the bond here. It'd be nice to pop the door, send a bunch of leprechauns through to their horrifying demise, and then charge in ourselves and catch them somewhat surprised by our brash nature.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, if I am fully healed up, the door doesn't affect me, does it?
It might not.
There's a chance might not, no.
It might be especially powerful, but it might not.
I could summon a skeleton to go try the door now. As Fereosae, I think you should probably just get started with summoning if this will
Yes.
take long.
I'll just get started on something.
How tall are these leprechauns?
Leprechaun.
I will fly over here, and I will pull off an item from my robe of bones, a human skeleton, and I will have my command undead wand ready to immediately command him once he comes
Small
together.
but not tiny.
Hey, Drill-X, thanks for the sub. Welcome to the channel.
I was
Yeah,
thinking
welcome.
of maybe using a floating disc, and they could walk under the disc, but the disc's only 3 feet off the ground.
I'll get them all here, and then we can buff them up and send them on their mission.
Yeah, I will lead the leprechauns. And I'm going to heal
Wonderful.
myself up to full before I do that. So that I'm over 150 hit points.
Nice. So you begin healing, and Fereosae, you're going to start summoning leprechauns.
I'm going to start summoning leprechauns.
Are they
Yeah,
small or medium sized? I forget.
They are small.
Yeah, small.
I have.
And how many of them appear?
Take a quick look at Summon Nature's Ally here. Summon Nature's Ally. I believe, because I'm gonna, let's see, they are a 3rd level summon option, and I'm gonna do a couple of 4ths and a couple of 3rds. So it's gonna be 2d3 plus 2.
Okay, that's with 1 casting.
That'll be 4 castings.
4 castings, okay. Fereosae begins to dance around and using the powers of Fae. And what is the archetype that you have that allows you to do this?
Oh, it is Fae Courtier.
Powers over the Seelie and Unseelie courts. There are these poofs of smoke, and there are these ornery-looking leprechauns that begin to appear.
3, 2, 1, 1 leprechauns.
So 7 of them.
I start
7
booping them on the head,
Hands off!
and I will.
You'll need it. You'll need it. You're going to a party on the upper floor. Lots of gold in there.
Their eyes almost glimmer at that sight. They're waving their clubs
A little
around.
bit dangerous, some undead, but I think you might make it. And if not, you'll have served us well, and I'll share some gold next time. But yes, some acid raining down in the stairway. Really, really dangerous looking door at the top. You guys are gonna bust that sucker down and charge in and kill everything in sight.
Yeah, now let's bust down the door! Let's bust down the door! Get the gold! and
Go get 'em, kiddos.
And these little leprechauns, I think they move pretty quickly for their size. Let's just have a look at stats.
I'll split a resist energy communal
Believe
for
it,
acid
yeah.
across all of them.
Okay, they seem to not resist the spell given that their master's instructions. Yeah, they move at 40 feet, so they're like stamping and running up the stairs. This stairwell, of course, is in Tower B and leads up to level B because this place is some sort of interdimensional building with multiple levels all kind of on top of each other. You can see the evil door of death, this thing that is carved with skulls that are leeching necromantic energy, and a combination of stone and heavy wood with some iron around the brace. At the center of the door, These leprechauns all begin to pound with their clubs onto the door, kind of falling over each other almost to get at the door. They're small, and Thurgus, you're large, so you can actually be in the same squares. So Thurgus just plants himself. It's going to take them a while to batter down this door. They aren't...
I mean, did they try to open it first?
No.
Like, did they try the door handle?
No, the instruction was to bust down the door.
Oh my god, you stupid fucking leprechauns. I'll try to open it first. You stupid little bastards! And I'll push it. See if it's locked.
Okay, the door is not locked. Perhaps those that are inside want you to go in. And when Thurgus busts the door open and the two doors slide open, you understand why, Thurgus. Are you able to see invisible things?
I am.
Okay. There is a very busy and active and ready group of people on the other side.
That makes sense.
I would say non-people. I don't know. The immediate thing is that there is a horrible creature that looks like it's made up of detritus of bones and the remains and scraps of dozens, if not 100 people. There are several alchemical golems that were positioned close to the door. They take their readied actions because constructs can concentrate on that long. So when the door opens up, there are a bunch of ready actions going off. They're all lobbing bombs at the door.
I'm gonna deflect them. I have combat reflexes, so I can take AOs while I'm flat-footed, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So there are 3 of them. I'm gonna roll to see who they're targeting.
Yeah, you do.
So if I roll a 1 or 2, they're targeting Thurgus. 3 or 4, they're targeting the lead leprechauns that are at the front.
With cut from the air, I can deflect them from adjacent squares, too.
Okay. So immediately there are these fiery or alchemical bombs that are being thrown from 3 of the alchemical golems, and their attack rolls are 32, 29, and 30, which are all deflected by Thurgus.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna say
I love this place.
we're gonna say that you bat them back into the room and they explode harmlessly in front of the doorway. The leprechauns were instructed to keep on going in, right?
Yep.
There are
Murder
other
everything in there.
Yeah, there are others that are going to just take part of the initiative. Actually, I think readied actions happened. You guys did a thing. I think initiative is now the right.
They're affected by augment summoning as well.
Great.
So +4 to strength and +4 to constitution.
The Constitution
which
will be
will-
helpful here.
Cool.
Yep.
Help their fort saves and hit points. Yeah.
All right. The leprechauns will move on Fereosae's turn. I'm going to roll initiative just randomly for the group and for the monsters.
I'm gonna dismiss my heightened awareness this time. So that'll be an extra +4.
Okay.
I can put it on the sheet.
I'm already there. So you want your +19 to initiative? Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
I don't know if that's high enough.
It's not, but I'll live.
Maybe.
Oh, touche.
Hey, watch out.
Thurgus, you go first in initiative.
Oh, look at that. All right.
Okay.
First thing I'm going to do is...
There is necromantic energy that is flowing between the skulls, and it's quite obvious that the shimmer across the dimensional doorway is mixing in with the necromantic magic. You think Fereosae is correct, that crossing this threshold will activate the sigil.
Okay. I'm going to spend a first level spell and Divine Favor myself. And I'm going to spend a move action to use one of my warrior spirits to give my weapon +4.
Okay. Your adamantine greatsword begins to glow with the reddish glow of the blood bear, dripping blood as you're making it more powerful.
Let's go, boys. We got treasure to find.
Now that you have a better look at the room behind the necrocraft thing, are several what look like horrid knights. They may be the captains that have been plucked from the Patreon Guard and infused with further and greater necromantic magic. Hey, welcome to the channel. We are at the beginning of a boss fight. Let us know if you have any questions. You can see invisibility, Thurgus. Your blood boils as you can see two alchemists that were directly involved with the project that was the experimentation upon your delegation of Urson. There is Greyhan Greasy Fingers and his master Under Chief Requiem. They are invisible, but at the back of the chamber, and they seem to look a little bit nervous. Off to the side and actually chuckling is this bent over undead form of what can only be the Reanimator. His fingernails or claws have grown to a ridiculous length, like several feet. He's got all sorts of bottles and things that he's got in his hands, and he's just at the back of the room cackling, like he's laughing at this. You guys have life bubble up, so I can't describe the smell of the chamber, although by the dirt on the floor and by the dirtiness of some of the alchemy stuff in here, it's probably one of the dirtier rooms. There is some incense that is trying to combat the bloated corpse flies that are just invading this necrocraft horror creature that is in front of you. Thurgus, I think you still have actions left. What are you doing? These
Divine Favor is 2 actions, and
Yep.
my move action for Warrior Spirit.
Okay, so
That's 3.
So you're standing there, activating spells and looking all boss. Got it. Makranam, who is the floating. Well, he's currently flying. Where is he?
Oh, it sounds like they got through the door, Zephyros.
He is a mimic bag of holding, and is the consummate companion of the adventuring party known as the Jerks Emeritus. That's right. You gotta learn that spell. Wave of leprechaun. That's a good group term. All right. Makranam is just going to delay until Zephyros moves, as he's camped out on Zephyros's shoulder, as he often does. So he'll go at after Zephyros. Professor, I'm sure you have something that you want to do.
Sorry, muted. So throughout the tower, the professor's been kind of hitting the team with a haste and hitting himself with a greater invisibility whenever it goes down. So I think there's probably like maybe a couple rounds of that left before it would drop. Definitely not the whole thing.
What level are you?
11. I've been like spell recalling it.
Give me 2d5, and that's how many rounds of haste you've got left.
Yes, I would love to. 1d5.
7.
4 and 3.
Yeah. All right. So I'll mark down 7th round. Your haste is down. So
I'm actually gonna I'm gonna delay till the end of the round.
Yeah, let the leprechauns go first.
Yes, I'll take a
You
stroll.
want to go through the door or be near the door?
till the end
Yes,
of the round.
I'll wait a moment and then maybe take a stroll upstairs. Thurgus, if there's anyone who should maybe suffer a great fright in the next several moments, when it, of course, looks upon your great and furious terror, maybe point them out to me.
Oh, how am I going to point? I can't see you.
Yes, well, maybe you'll find a way, I'm sure. Like, oh, I hope you don't get scared. Oh, I'm so scary. Ah.
Oh, I'm very scary.
It looks like the arsenal has returned. Did you miss us?
Says the elf, Greyhan Greasy Fingers. He does have a bomb in his hand that he is going to throw at Thurgus.
I'm gonna deflect it.
All right, so you just this pot goes flying 1d4 squares in front of you, 4 squares in front of you or away from you in down the stairs. So there's it looked like a really sticky pot. So this is a homebrew campaign world called the Ether Pearls, and we have incorporated elements from several modules plus stuff out of my head. Right now, this is a side quest from the Curse of the Crimson Throne, but we're only on module like 3 of that series. The party's what level are you guys? 11?
11th, yeah.
11th? Yeah.
So I knock this thing out of the way.
Oh, I didn't miss you, but you sure as hell missed me. Ha 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 ha!
Well played.
So other themes would be daemons, titans, Baba Yaga, her hut. You haven't met Baba Yaga yet, or in this campaign. The Ether Pearls are a bunch of interconnected little pocket dimensions. Yeah, it's different just to keep my players, a little bit off kilter a little bit, and to keep me entertained as a DM, I think. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Greasy Fingers. He doesn't seem to like the fact that you bat his pot out of the way. He's of a level that he has quick bombs, which means he can shoot a bomb as an attack action. He's not going to keep on battering bombs after he sees that, but he does drink a potion. Or one of his extracts. Hard to tell. The Reanimator is still laughing.
Once they are done with you, I will turn you into something wonderful.
You doubt that it will be wonderful. Perhaps terrible.
Oh, mission accomplished. I'm pretty fucking great.
He drifts forward. And let's see.
Don't you look tired?
He raises a hand, and projecting from his finger is a yellow beam.
Is it a ranged touch attack?
It is a ranged touch attack.
I deflect that shit too.
How many times can you do this in a round?
Well, I just took my turn.
Yep.
So I have, let's see here, +4 dex. So not including my reaction, this plus 2 more.
Okay. His strike is pretty good. He gets a 37 on his attack roll.
Yeah, I got a 44.
But you managed to turn your blade sideways and deflect the beam into the ground. He doesn't seem to like that very much.
I could do this all day, boys.
You just open the door.
All right, the janky but horrific alchemical golems look like they have all sorts of very bad liquid in them up here.
Don't start fast bomb dispelling bomb. That'll be Thurgus' kryptonite.
And they're going to come forward.
Hold still.
You don't want to hold still. So 2 of them come forward within reach, and they're going to try to inject you with something very bad.
I will use my reaction to use instant judgment for protection and the one for saves. I forget what it's called.
Okay. The liquids rolling around in these creatures look very necromantic. So there are 2 of them. AC 26 and AC 20. Oh, look at the 3s and 4s.
No.
They slip on a bunch of the glass and broken bombs and things that you deflected there.
Hold still.
They do get secondary attacks, but these are at -5. AC 36 and a nat 20.
I'll be damned.
Nat 20 will hit.
I'll roll to confirm the critical, and it's not a critical, but it does jam this horrible combat syringe into you for 21 damage.
You have blur.
What type of damage?
This would be piercing.
Oh, if it's blur, that's 20% miss for you.
Okay. Missed.
Hold still! Hold still!
It seems to not like expunging this horrible liquid kind of off the side of your armor.
Oh, Zephyros, I talk a lot of shit on that spell, but it's pretty great.
I know what just happened.
Okay, this alchemical golem begins to fire bombs at Thurgus. And it's chucking 3 of them.
I'll deflect the first one.
Okay.
I want to save my last one.
All right, so first one, 34.
44. Deflected.
Second one, 22. Touch.
22 will hit is a potential hit.
And then the third one, 27 touch.
27 as well, yeah.
Okay. The blur effect, one of them missed.
Oh, hell yeah.
Doing work.
Yeah.
I may have to save the displacement. You might not need it.
Okay. This thing is hitting you with a necromantic jar
That sounds lovely.
for 31 negative energy.
You have some negative energy protections, I think.
Which one? Death Ward?
Yeah.
I think that was on saves. I don't think we have. I think we need Deathless, the armor enhancement for.
The subject is immune to energy drain and any negative energy effects.
Okay, so this is the same as channel negative energy that's just in a jar form. So
And I'm straight up immune.
It breaks against your breastplate as you're blocking one of the jars, and then this kaleidoscope of bright magic wards you.
You prepared for this.
You do
I point my sword down the hallway. Oh, I hope you're scared.
Did I hear something?
It appears that you have protections. Get rid of his alterations.
says the animator. Under Chief Requiem. With pleasure. This alchemist is really weird. He's got some sort of tongue and mouth coming out of his shoulder. You're pretty sure. Oh, yep, he's got wings. Wings spread from his back. They're all misshapen. And he's going to glide forward. Hopping forward to about here.
Welcome back, Thurgon.
He didn't even remember your name, right?
You son of a bitch.
And then he is going to throw a dispelling bomb at Thurgus.
I'm gonna. That's my last deflect for this round.
Alright. This is under Chief Requiem, who is in charge of dissecting and figuring out who and what your race was. And I don't think he needs to roll a nat 20 to beat 55. Nope. So you smack that, it hits a far wall, and it explodes.
We'll get through. We'll get through.
Sephiros. You can hear all sorts of explosions and bombs going off, and the leprechauns seem to be still alive, and you can hear alchemical golems plus whatever thoughts Thurgus is transmitting through the...
It's a lot of laughter. Just
Okay.
maniacal, vengeful laughter.
Nice.
What's the distance Zephyros has to cover to get sort of next to Thurgus up there? Like, how far is it?
A fly? It's about 90 feet to get to Thurgus.
Okay, so Zephyros is just going to make his way up there. He's not going to double move or anything like that, because at this point,
Careful, the leprechauns.
should we wait down here until the leprechauns are done?
I think you should hold until the leprechauns trigger things.
Okay, we'll just listen in the telepathic bond to Thurgus having fun.
Okay, so you're
It will
waiting.
be fun, I assure you. Just
Well, he's having fun already. I can hear him thinking.
We'll be there soon, very soon.
All right, the Necrocraft horror, this horrible thing, lurches forward. The sound of rustling leaves and tinkling bones, and then this low breathing sensation. It sounds like the death of a season. It, I think, can reach you. It lurches forward a step. No, you know what? It's just gonna. It picks up what looks like a small chest full of rocks and just whips it at you. AC 29. This is physical AC.
No.
Okay, you get pelted by. You cut the chest in half, and a bunch of the rocks and things that were inside. It looks like different ores or something like that were inside a box in an alchemy tower. But
Look out! Hey, is it gold?
one of the leprechaun says. Okay, that was an attack, and then I think it lurches forward and then takes a swipe at Thurgus. It tries to slam you. It takes a -5 because it's the second attack in the round. AC 34.
Misses.
Okay. Thurgus manages to kind of cut off the end of this branchy tendril. A bunch of hundreds of little tiny bones clink against the ground. It doesn't seem to miss the bones as it just reshapes the hand by moving some of its constituent parts around. It's very disgusting. Hordes of
Is
flies.
this all you've got?
Every time it twitches, hordes of flies comes out of different places, and it's pretty gross. Fereosae and the leprechauns.
I am going to start Bard Song
Okay.
and cast Spectral Hand.
All right. Take off your D4
for
hit points.
myself.
Yeah.
Right.
And then where are your guys?
One.
All right. And what form does the bard song take?
This is wind. I'm playing the pipes.
Okay.
The pipes are calling.
Hey, it's the pipes.
All right. That was Fereosae. Now the leprechauns. The leprechauns start pouring through the awful door.
Here we go.
Go, go, go.
All right. So this one
Get 'em,
just
boys.
has to step through the door, and then let me look at symbol of death.
Splat. I think he dies and like 5 of his closest friends die.
Yeah, I think they've got 26 hit points apiece.
All right. Fortitude save negates.
Oh, 5 of his closest friends, yeah.
Do,
I guess it'd be-
do leprechauns have
Yeah,
So I've
SR?
got a +2 fort.
They do not have SR by my skimming. Okay.
SR 13.
13. So this caster automatically corrects 13th level. So
That makes sense.
minimum level caster for Symbol of Death would be 15th. So even if they rolled a 1.
Thank goodness the goal is for them all to die.
Yep. This one only has to step through the door. This creature is actually threatening outside the door, so there may be an AOO that might scoop up one of your leprechauns. But
Sure, yeah.
all right, so the first one steps through. He gets a fort save.
Excellent. Right.
If he makes it.
Nope, he
No,
fails it.
no.
All
He
right,
does.
how many hit points does your leprechaun have?
26. It's 18, but he's got +4 con and 4 racial hit dice. Yes.
Yeah,
so that's 8 hit points.
it's an extra 8. So
Plus 8 more, so 26.
26?
Yes.
Okay.
How many does he have after this?
None. So he is a summoned creature, but it does look like there's a bit of a painful death as he's like ripped apart, kind of like at the atomic level as he passes through. Definite energies are coming off the skulls to rip him apart. You don't see anything left because once the summoned creature reaches 0, he kind of pops out of existence.
Yeah.
And then the next leprechaun can just step through without incurring an AOO. He probably dies.
Fort save.
Yeah, just roll a
is
20.
actually-
They only make it on a 20. Hey, he makes the
20.
save. Have through. And I think you told them to get.
Don't worry, little guys. It's a one and
kill
done.
Everything in there.
Kill
Yes.
everything in there. All right, so he's gonna take a
Sounds
swipe
pretty
at.
good at
He's
this
gonna
point.
take a swipe at one of the alchemical golems. Go ahead.
Plus 12 because of the Bard song. Does a 17 hit?
No, I don't think that hits one of the
Probably
golems. No.
Yeah.
Clang. Next leprechaun just has to step to get through the door. Fort save.
No.
Fails. All right. He is ripped asunder. Remember me.
Get him, boys. Come on.
I will, guy.
Leprechaun number 2.
All right. This one has.
I want to say McGreeny, but that feels.
You know, if
vaguely
they just take
racist.
steps, they don't incur AOO. So 2 action steps. The third one goes through.
Okay.
Give me another d20 roll.
19.
He
Oh my god.
he is ripped apart by the symbol of death spell, and I'm just doing some quick math here. As the energy of the necromantic spell continues to kill summoned leprechauns.
Yes.
All right, step. Next one.
Death.
It's almost like you were happy about this, Oko.
We're gonna get more than one of them through. I'm happy about this. This is well within acceptable losses.
All right.
Into the breach!
And again, still sorry guy.
9, unfortunately.
The necromantic
That's not gonna do it.
energies of the symbol of death wipe that one out. You can feel the connections to your leprechauns leaving. It's another 26 hit points that you feed to the door, though. So we're at
129, right?
130?
Is it?
I think so.
26 each time.
26. It should be even.
Yeah, you're right. 130.
But that's best I got.
Yeah. This is the fifth.
That's all the math I know.
This is the
Yeah.
fifth one. Okay, all right. This is the fifth one, and 5 times 26, 130.
Hurry, my turn!
Yep. So that one.
Oh, sorry. One of
And then
them.
there's
One of them
another
made
one
30.
that's alive,
Yeah,
yeah.
there we go. Here, I like this token better.
Nice.
So there's one of each. He gets through and doesn't trigger the effect on the door.
Ooh.
Does he have an attack?
He has an attack. He can attack one of the alchemical golems.
23.
The alchemical golem's AC is 23.
I'll be darned.
That's how you do it.
You do need to get by DR10 adamantine, so I don't think that he can actually injure the adamantine golem. It's like,
Plus
Tink!
3.
Hey now, let's go in there! Clink! Come on!
Right. 2 more on it because of the. Yeah, no. It's 5 damage reduced to 0.
okay, the leprechauns are look like they're enamored with the alchemical golems because they think there's gold in there. All right, so then Fereosae, your turn is at an end. The gluttonous ghoul knights that were once captains of the paladin order, the paladin-led order called the Patreon Guard, who guarded the sovereign kings and queens, move forward. These look like they are alchemically infused warriors. It does look like they, by the number of potions, empty potion bottles around them, it does look like they spent some time while you guys were preparing for this combat. And
For the folks in the telepathic bond, I'll just say, doors down, you're free to go.
nice. And these scary assholes do spread weird, like, beetle wings from behind them. And they are wielding falchions. And they are going to fly forward. There is an AOO.
I'm out.
Oh, they're using this.
I mean, technically, there's AOs from the leprechauns, but I'm out.
I think they both took their no, there are AOs from the leprechauns. They probably have to roll 20s to hit the ghoul
Oh,
knights.
yeah. They do not roll 20s. 17 and 19 total.
Okay, these horrid falchions come flashing in against Thurgus. AC 40 critical threat and AC 30.
Ooh. So for the crit threat, give me 1 second. I think I want to use my determination. Make sure I know. Oh, never mind. That's an immediate action. I use my immediate.
Okay, I'll roll to confirm the crit threat. AC 29 to confirm.
Does not confirm.
Okay. They hit hard for 26 damage with the falchion.
Call it 16 and minus another 10 on stone skin. Actually, minus 20 on stone skin because I missed the first one.
One of them only had to take a single move with a flight. The other one had to make a double move. So there is one that gets a second attack. AC 29. You were able to step back from that. Yeah, these guys are a problem. They seem to have remembered how to fight, even unto their undeath. Now we got a bunch of delayed actions going off. Zephyros.
Zephyros is going to move closer to where Thurgus is.
Okay.
He's gonna take as direct a route as he can to get there to see if he can still cast something.
So 90 gets... what kind of movement do you have right now? A hasted overland flight?
Yeah, hasted overland flight, yeah.
Okay, so you are 20 feet into your double move to get to here. You have 40, 70. You've got 50 movement left.
And then I can still cast something.
No,
because
you're
I'm
in your
double
second.
Only a quickened.
Yeah.
Okay, so a single move gets you to here. You can still see up the stairs and into the room a little bit.
Let me just make a measurement. I think what I might do is I might actually move up until Thurgus and then cast a quickened, because I do have a rod of quicken.
All right, are you moving so that you're out of threatened range of these horrible knights? Okay, this one does acknowledge like you flying up to it. It does like take a quick glance towards you.
All right.
These are not plague zombies. These are highly quickened undead in heavy armor.
Yeah.
With dangling bunches of holy symbols upside down, like they are walking desecrations.
Right. So Zephyros is going to do something that he's never done before. He is going to cast Shout.
Okay.
And he's going to cast it. Let me just get... So there's going to be a cone, something like that, I'm guessing.
Okay, it's a 30-foot cone. Let's draw some cones. Oh, that's not a cone. So standing there, you could draw a 30-foot cone like that.
Yeah, I don't want to get Thurgus with it, so I think
As
that's...
in, you can angle it from that point and kind of angle it into the room.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so creatures in the area take 5d6 points of sonic damage. This is an evocation spell, so you do get extra.
Right. But there is spell resistance.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll damage or something?
This is a crystalline creature, so I'm going to rule that it does work against the alchemical golem that is caught in that. Actually, there might be two. No, just one.
Oh, so that alchemical golem is going to take a lot more damage.
Yeah, it is going to take
12d6.
12d6 damage. So yeah, give me the 2 damage rolls.
All right, so 12d6 plus 5 is 46. And the other one is going to be 5d6. So let me just roll that as well. 5d6 plus 5. So 46 and 20.
What's the DC of the save?
The DC of the save, let me just check. This is a 4th circle spell. So, where is that on my sheet? I'm just scrolling up. So 20, cast roll the check is plus 17, plus 1 for evocation, plus 2 for sacred bonus to SR checks, 2 for spell check penetration, plus 2 for spell greater. So this would be 24, I think. Oh no, that's a cast level check. I'm sorry. DC is 20 plus spell level, so it's 24 plus 2 for evocation spells, so 26.
Okay, so the leprechauns fail. They take 20 apiece. I think they're still there. They had 26 hit points, as we recall. The alchemical golem.
That's right.
A bunch of their internal glasswork shatters and they're leaking. It's still standing, but you hurt it really badly. The leprechauns are also deaf. They can't hear. But I think they're just going to go down swinging. The alchemical golem, I think, is also deaf. And then we've got this huge necromantic thing, which I don't think is made of glass. It's made of bone. It does get a reflex save, though. Or a 4th save. 1 higher, 23. It still failed, so it took 20 damage. And you also caught, I think, nope, he's out of it just by a little bit. Oh, you caught alchemy pots and an alchemical cache. So there is an explosion of alchemical liquid that happens in this area, which then also catches a potion cache. Luckily, finished potions don't necessarily explode all that much, but they may be destroyed. Alchemical cache plus an alchemy pot. You want to roll 12d6 damage as there's a horrible explosion.
32.
All right, the alchemical golem looks like he's going to take the brunt of this. Fails his save and takes 32 points of damage. And there's a nice, like, kitchen grease fire, if you will. I'm gonna destroy this cache, and then this potion cache needs to make a fort save DC 20 to survive this round. Nope, you've ruined a bunch of potions. Okay. So that's Zephyros, much like the elephant man he is. He trumpets into the room with a shout spell and causes a bunch of havoc. Okay.
Like an elephant in an alchemy lab.
That's it.
Professor.
Nice. So I have fly going and I have haste going, so I think I can move 90. Which I think can get me far enough up the stairs to be able to see the 2 gelatinous ghoul knights coming through the door attacking Thurgus, right?
So 40 feet to this little corner here. And then... Oops. Another 40 and 10 kind of gets you to right behind Zephyros. Hey, Matt.
So that's one move. So I have 2 actions left. I am going to do dual spell casting from here. How are these two ghoul knights looking on top of the stairs?
They are not injured. They've got a swirl of spells around them, and they look like they would tear you apart if given a chance.
They got weapons and armor and that sort of thing?
They've got falchions and armor, and they have a glint of intelligence.
Okay, that's fun. I am going to dual spell cast Armor Lock and Pilfering Hand for an abrupt maneuver.
Okay. Which one are you armor locking, or does it get multiple? How does that work?
It's just one. So I'll do. Do these guys look spry on their feet, or
they're flying with beetle-like wings?
Okay, but they look kind of slow, unwieldy, right?
They landed in front of Thurgus. No, they are quite quick.
Hey, welcome back.
Be back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I will do the Pilfering Hand on the one closer to me, Ghoul Knight 1, and I'll do Armor Lock on Ghoul Knight 2.
All right, Pilfering Hand. You're trying to beat a CMD of 30. Is it?
Yes.
Is it a disarm or?
Caster level plus int.
Yes. It's caster level plus int. It is abrupt maneuver, disarm, trying to knock its weapon out of its hand.
Okay, it's wielding a two-handed weapon, so I think you need to get a little bit higher than 30.
So I do a d20 plus my CMB from this spell.
Yeah.
Your
caster level plus int.
25. I rolled real low. I don't think I have any points here.
Are you greater invis or normal invis?
Greater invis. Greater invis will last as long as the haste lasts.
Okay. All right, so you try to tug its weapon with your spell out of its hands. It growls at the air, doesn't know who did that. It's got lots of things concentrate on. And then what's the other spell? You're trying to armor lock
I'm trying to armor lock the other one, yes.
The other one?
It should be DC 24. How Gluttonous Ghoul Knight 2, that's coming through the door.
Reflex save.
Yes, that is a reflex save. Spell resistance if it has it.
It does not, and it rolls a 15 on save.
Okay. Well,
it becomes staggered. Okay.
Otherworldly chains come up and wrap it around and pull it towards the ground.
Back into the metaphysical grave.
Is it in light, medium, metal armor?
It's in heavy armor.
It is entangled. If it's wearing heavy metal armor and succeed...
No, it's staggered.
No,
but that's if it succeeds. If it fails in heavy armor, it becomes entangled.
No.
On
a failed reflex save, a target in heavy armor becomes staggered. It loses one of its actions in the round, which is good.
Okay, so
that is quite useful.
Yep. Makronam.
Oh, what were you trying to do there, Professor?
I will very quietly.
Oh, I gotta learn more about magic.
It doesn't work so well against alchemical golems.
Oh, no. I'm all out of spells today.
So, Makronam is going to basically he's gonna fall off of Zephyrus' shoulder, and then he's going to, from 10 foot away, try to attack the Gluttonous Ghoul Knight.
I mean, he doesn't have to fall off because he can fly, but sure.
Oh, that's right. He's sliding off your shoulder.
He's elegantly moving down with grace.
He is not going to power attack because he just wants to hit, and I don't know what bonuses are running. It's like Bard Song plus Haste plus, I want to say Good Hope, but maybe not.
Good Hope is running.
Good Hope should be up, yeah.
Bard Song's plus 2.
Bard Songs plus 3.
3. So he hits AC 37. This thing... I'm going to copy and paste. Notice I'm not typing much. So AC 37, he hits right on. Wow, the thing tries to get out of the way, but Mockernom just whaps him with a tentacle.
Yeah, get him, buddy.
He does 1d6 plus 12 damage, plus 6 for Bard Song Good Hope, for 22 damage.
5 for Bard Song and Good Hope's still only 3, only 2.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so 21 damage. I'm just looking at this thing's DR. Doesn't have any. There is a blur effect on them. I'd have missed blur. The best spell ever, apparently. Mockernom will try to attack again. With a second attack, AC 39, he hits. Rolling really well. He hits commandingly through the blur.
Ah, fool me once, tentacle!
And we'll just take the damage from before, which was 21. And the damage aside, he really wanted to just get off the grapple. So he's going to grapple this thing because he has grab. With a plus 25, plus Bard Song and Good Hope plus haste. He has grappled the ghoulish knight and pulls it forward. Mockernom's little tendrils are wrapped all around it.
Ah, hold still, are you for eating?
Yes, Mockernom, used for eating.
All right, we finished the first round. Wow. Thurgus.
All right.
The enemies are mostly still alive after the first round, too, which is impressive for us.
Thurgus is, let's see here. I see some undead looking stuff. I see some construct looking stuff. I'm actually not going to burn Bane. I'm just going to free action rage.
Okay. Thurgus's howl in the tower that is raining this this light acid.
And I'm going to power attack and attack 4 times. I'll go after the one that's armor locked first, and then I'll move on to the grapple.
Okay.
If I drop it.
Yep. AC 37.
That will be a non-issue. I'm going to roll these all at once just to make this easier for us.
Okay, it's blur effect. Do you have any way to see through that, or?
My sword is not heart seeking right now, so I missed chance. Yeah, I'm seeing Viz, but I have no accuracy.
If only the ghouls had hearts that beat. One miss.
Okay, that was on the 13, right?
That was on the third attack.
Okay, can they be crit?
They cannot, unless you have like a sunblade or something like that.
Okay, so I'll give you damage. I'll give you 3 damage. This is 3 pound. 6 plus 2. 57, 61, and 56.
Oh my goodness. Okay, you beat this thing, this former paladin lord of the realm, turned into some horrible ghoul into a broken bit of ghoulish paste and armor. It does take all 3 hits to destroy it, though.
Thurgus doesn't use his words anymore. And he's just in the blood rage now.
Oh, isn't that one strong?
All right, Greasy Fingers is gonna strafe the battlefield a bit with his own fly, and then he's gonna lob a bomb at Thurgus.
I got all my reactions back. I'll deflect it.
Oh, he rolls a nat 1.
Oh, okay. I waste an AOO.
What's your touch?
Oh no!
What's your touch AC?
My touch AC right now is 18, but I deflected. So is his crit miss against my deflect attack roll?
No, it's against just your regular AC.
Okay,
Yeah.
my regular AC, touch AC is 18 right now because of
All right.
rage.
He dumps a bomb in a wrong spot. It didn't look like the bomb was very explodey. He's concerned, so he moved, attacked, and he's going to move again. He flies and kind of takes cover behind this bookshelf.
Oh, what a little wussy going and hiding back there behind the bookshelf.
The Reanimator. He seems annoyed at your ability, Thurgus. We're gonna have to look at it. We're gonna have to look at his spells. What is a spell that isn't a ray?
Is that
My guess is waves of exhaustion is what I'm betting on.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Thurgus can't save against waves of exhaustion, and that's right up Necromancer alley.
It is a solid choice. That one.
Well, he can attempt to destroy you. That's a
Oh Jesus!
fortitude save.
Do it.
All right.
All or nothing, Marty.
He seems to throw a tantrum. He gathers up a tremendous amount of necromantic power, and then he attempts a spell. The spell is a death effect. It is not an attack roll. You do have Death Ward up, which gives you a +4 against the save. This will do... let me check his level. He is a 14th level caster, so this will do 140 points of damage.
I got a 31.
Okay. It's a 7, 2 feet, an ability score. That was close, but you made it. If the target's fortitude save succeeds, it instead takes 10d6 points of damage.
Still pretty solid.
I think this damage gets through. It is unholy fire.
Is that half negative energy, half fire, or is it just its own special thing?
I think it's its own special thing. You take 37 points of damage from the 7th circle spell. Alright, and then he takes a potion out of his hand. It might be a bomb or something like that, but that's his last action. He seems...
Get rid of his spells!
What he's clacking to the rest of them. The alchemical golems are just simply saying, "Hold still." This one steps up. It's deaf, so it just... You know what? It doesn't respond to its master's commands because it's deaf because of the Instead, it kills one of the leprechauns. Then steps up and with a secondary attack attacks Thurgus, which is not...
He was my favorite one. That guy.
Hold
there.
still.
34.
34 misses.
Okay. And then the one that is through the doorway, attacking over the ghoul body, AC 26.
Misses.
AC 20, and bowling for 20s. Nope.
Hold still. Still.
I'm
Still?
standing right here. I haven't moved.
As these weapons are just bouncing off his
Oh,
armor.
there's all sorts of explosions and weapons and things flying. Under Chief Requiem.
You'll pay for escaping. You'll pay dearly.
All right, 3 dispelling bombs are coming down towards you.
I'll spend my last 3 AOs.
All right, let me figure out the AOs.
60, 57, 52.
Nice
Okay.
rolls.
First one is 25, which you make 52s. Okay. You're exploding these bottles, just sending them flying.
Thurgus is juiced right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
We need to do it all at once.
They're starting to formulate their plan. That was under Chief Requiem. The Necrocraft Horror can reach Thurgus and reach the Leprechauns, although it can hear its master's commands. No, wait a second. It failed? How does it have 20? No, it made it save. No, 20 damage against... That means it failed its save. It can't hear its commands either. Okay, so the Death Golem thing takes a swipe at the nearest living creature, which is that leprechaun. It hits. It does a ludicrous amount of damage. It does 20 damage, leprechaun, which smotes it. The leprechaun disappears. For the gold! And then it will take its two other swipes against Thurgus, who's the only target. 19 is AC, add 25, so 39, 44.
44 will hit.
Okay. Horrid claw made out of dead creatures hits you for 28. This is slashing.
Physical?
Slashing and piercing. Yep.
Okay. I'll take another 10 off a stone skin.
Okay, then it tries to pull you in for a grab.
I have freedom of movement. It fails.
The animator wants your spells to go away. And I think they're going to do that on their next turn. Fereosae and Pixel, what are you doing? Fereosae's blowing her pipes down below.
Yes, Fereosae is coming upstairs.
Okay.
I should be able to get up to behind Zephyros in one move.
What's your speed?
Because the haste is still running.
Yeah, what's your speed?
Fly 40.
So you're moving at 70? Yeah, you're kind of right here.
Yeah, that works. And then I am going to cast Barrow Haze. It's a 20-foot spread, range medium. Let's drop a little template. A little templatey template. It's a good one here. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, so there's a fog cloud. And you can see through this cloud.
I can see through it, and if I'm within hex range of the cloud, I can hex anything in the cloud too.
Nice.
But other than that, it's just essentially a fog cloud.
Okay. Only the things with that are touching the edge, you can see through the clouds. You can still see this alchemical golem, that one, and this necrocraft horror. You cannot see the rest of the foes.
We haven't used protective luck today, have we?
I have not used it yet.
Understood.
That's coming up next. I want to be able to tackle it the round I cast it.
Makes sense.
We're going to continue Bard Song as well.
The grappled ghoul knight is going to try to bite Makranam. AC 34. Ooh. I don't know if Makranam's AC is that good. His AC is 21 before adding...
Don't forget he's got his shield spell.
Yeah. Shield plus 4 mage armor and bark skin give him a net of 7, 9. Haste would be 10, so he's got an AC of 31, so he got hit. The damage isn't the most concerning thing. It will be the paralysis.
Oh, yeah. Ghoulish.
15 damage on Macronom. Macronom, I think, has some DR. Blood Rager. Maybe not. I don't see it in his build. Alright. He takes 15 damage. 39 and needs to make a fortitude save. 15 plus a stat. Oh, that's not too bad. DC 18. DC 20. Macronom's fourth save is plus 11 plus Good Hope. He rolls a nat 1.
No saving that.
He is paralyzed for 4 rounds.
Don't worry, buddy. You're a handbag for 4 rounds.
I think that ends the grapple.
That seems likely.
P4, P3, P2, P1. All right. It glances at Macronom. It looks like it wants to hit Macronom, but it's got some very, very concerning foes around it. And it's going to step here on the stairs for flank with the alchemical golem. And attack.
Does it provoke if it moves around me?
It just took a 5 step.
It's just a
Oh, 5 step, okay.
And then it's going to attack Thurgus. AC 29 is a miss.
Yeah, misses.
Thurgus sidesteps and kind of body checks it into the wall. And it misses. Fereosae, your turn. It is threatening Macronom, who's floating there paralyzed. Fereosae and Thurgus. It keeps on eyeing Macronom, like it wants to strike Macronom while he's compromised.
What is this blue that you drew here? Can I see inside it?
This is a big fog cloud. You can only see 5 feet into it.
Got it. If I can't see anything there, then Zephyros is going to turn his attention to the gluttonous ghoul knight. He is going to two-handed attack him with his scythe, and he is going to cast Shocking Grasp into his side as well.
Okay.
So that's not what I had planned to do, so I just need to get my...
It should be pretty solid, though.
Yeah.
You're not fireballing?
I can't see. I can't see where I want to go drop the fireball. Right. I want to drop the fireball, but if I can't see where I drop it, can I do it?
Yeah, you can just blast it into the middle.
You just don't you're just detonating it somewhere in there. You don't have to target it. It's not like a person. You're just like over there.
Yeah, because Zephyros's hope was to throw a fireball, was to throw a cold fireball and land it somewhere there.
Yeah.
That should still be doable.
Okay, so overlapping with the entire...
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect,
Okay.
yeah.
That was his intent.
All right,
Yeah.
and you've got a
Yeah, that'll get all the things you can't see.
And you've got a concentration check higher than I think you automatically do 3rd level spells by casting defensively. Okay.
Right.
So you make a cold fireball go boom.
Yeah, and just to be clear, all my fireballs are intensified. So this is 13d6 plus 5 times 1.5.
Okay, the alchemical golems are immune,
Yep.
so I'm not going to roll their saves.
Right.
Under Chief Requiem did not prepare resist cold. So, or at least he doesn't have it up currently. So that guy is going to make his saving throw. Failing. And then the Necrocraft thing is just a big, dumb construct. So it
Requiem
actually
looks especially cold. How nice.
I like it.
It's not
Because I can see into that.
it's not bony enough to have resistance against cold, so it actually has to make a saving throw. It rolls a nat 20. It somehow just kind of curled up into a ball as the explosion happened. So it takes half damage. And then the Reanimator just laughs at your cold fireball, as a common thing that happens with alchemists is that they mummify themselves, removing organs that make them immune to cold, and his power has come with him into undeath.
The Reanimator doesn't look affected at all by that.
All right, roll your damage. 49 looks like.
49 times 1.5.
You're gonna make me do math.
We've established early on that our math's not good enough.
Plus 20, plus 24.
73 damage. Oh. 73 and 35, 36 on the Necrocraft thing.
What is this trickery?
And then I still have a move action left, right?
Yeah, you get a move or an attack.
Yeah, I have a move action, and I can actually do a quicken
Yep.
on my fireball.
Oh.
So I might just, I think Sephiroth might just try a second fireball, and this time do it fire on this Reanimator.
A fireball?
A fireball.
You sure you don't want to do acid?
Do you say that in the telepathic bond?
No. Thurgus is dumb.
They have acid on the stairs, so
I don't.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay, fireball. All right. Under Chief Requiem does get a saving throw.
Hey, nobody expects the fireball from the fire mage.
He fails his
that is a little bit.
He fails his saving throw. What's the damage?
It is 73, was it? I think that's what we said.
No.
Oh no, sorry. I have to re-roll.
New fireball.
Apologies.
New
New
damage.
fireball. Yep, new fireball.
Although I do wish, and in the system that I will one day write, you will look up your damage and tell me the number.
54 times 1.5.
Oh.
So 54 plus
Your quickened
27.
fireball is also empowered?
Would it not be? Because I have empowered as a...
It's only a 3rd level spell.
Yep. And I have quicken with a rod.
So you're using a rod to quicken.
Yep.
And your rod can quicken 3rd level spells.
Yep.
And then your empowered fireball.
Intensified, not empowered.
Intensified fireball.
Intensified, sorry.
So, yeah. This one shouldn't be empowered.
Okay,
right?
so it shouldn't be 1.5. It should only be 13. Okay, so it should just be this 54. Okay, got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, good call.
Just 54. All right.
Just 54. So he has 30 protection resist, but he failed his save, so he still takes 24 damage.
Nice.
The Necrocraft,
Not a ton, but
the
seems
Necrocraft
good.
Golem made it save. What's the DC?
The DC will be 25.
Made it save, so it takes less than 30, so it resists. And the Reanimator.
Nothing on the pile of flesh though.
He makes his save and takes no damage.
Or on the Reanimator.
The fire washes up against the alchemical golems, like they're treated against such sudden flashes of elements. Okay, that was Zephyrus' turn. Hey, do you want more magic, Professor?
So I can see we clearly can cast into this room. I can't see a great deal in the room because of Fereosae's mist here. If I were to come up the stairs, I I think this ghoul hasn't been noticing invisible creatures, so I'm relatively sure I can try and fly by him.
Okay, well, you move 5 feet up and feel threatened.
Okay, can I try and go around him?
No, that's not what you told me. I gave you information after you said it. So you are there and threatened.
Okay. Yeah, I am going to... can I see any more while I'm moving here? Like, can I see farther into the room at all? I know there's a giant mist.
It's just blocked by this mist thing. No.
Does it look like if I get farther, I'll be able to see around the mist without going deep into the room? I'm trying to catch like a glimpse from like the corner of the mist into the back side of the room.
I think you'd have to go all the way in.
Yeah, you'd have to fly in to start seeing. Probably here or here, you'd start seeing around the mist.
Okay,
So answer me this: you started a move action. Are you ending it there? Or are you continuing to move?
I think I will end it here.
Okay, it was a step then.
Yes.
No AOO.
Okay, and then I will try and, I guess, cast defensively and do dual spell casting and try and approximate the other side of this room. I'm trying to find the back section of the room here with my spells.
Okay, what spell are you casting?
I'm going to do a major image followed by a dimension door.
Okay. What's the major image of?
The major image, I'm going to try and fill the back part of this room with, like, I want a wall of ice to just, like, shunt from the floor and the ceiling into the room with, like, a giant crash, like jaws closing, and just fill the whole back of the room with, like, a solid wall of ice. So, like, here.
Okay. You've been in like 10 of these rooms that are all the same dimension, so you create a illusory wall of ice. What's the DC of this illusion?
Oh, it's a major image, third plus 22, 25, 26, 27.
Okay. A real looking magic wall of ice.
If possible, I want it to try and be like in the doors a little bit so they look like they're frozen shut. And that will be the first half. And then the second half, I'm going to try
So the concentration check on that is 23, which I think you automatically make.
Yes, my concentration is 22. So a 1 would make it.
Okay.
And then for the dimension door, I'm going to try and dimension door into it, into the back half of that room. And I will say through the telepathic bond, if anyone wants in, I'm going into the ice. It will be confusing, but you'll be in the room.
Okay. Do you carry anything that is attuned to the tower?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know what that would be.
Give me a D4.
3.
Okay. So you dimension door into a burning taxidermy lab.
There we go.
For a moment, you saw like 4 different places, all overlapping. And there was a place that was pretty empty that you had seen before. Oh, sorry. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. There was a place that was empty.
One of them's the secret tower, then.
One of them was the battle that you were going to. Another one was very bright. And then the last one you caught a glimpse of. Give me a perception check.
I don't think I caught a glimpse of it. Hold on, the sheet crashed for me. The professor's perception right now.
You want me to do it with the tool?
Plus 8.
Oh, the tool's not working.
28. Whoa! This is the most perceptive
20
professor will ever be in the entire game.
Okay.
Let's hope not.
And then give me a will save.
Oh, to go insane? This is. Oh, what the will save?
You can't have two of the same condition. Come on now.
I've got you at plus 12 on will saves.
Yeah, I'll just go by the sheet. Plus 12. 21.
Okay, you chose not to go to the place that looked like a very, very high technological laboratory with a very spacious area. There was floating in the room this strange orb. I don't know if you're looking at this screen.
Yeah.
There was a strange orb just sort of aimlessly floating around the room, kind of burping and bleeping. But the entire room was covered in... At first you thought it was a plush carpet, but it actually, when you appeared very briefly, rippled the carpet, and the carpet was full of almost 6-inch long army ants. Very aggressive looking things. There had to have been thousands and thousands of them covering every square inch of this place. You decided not to go there. When you backed away from that you ended up in the burning taxidermy lab, and you've got life bubble up, and you've got protection from fire. So
That's fine. Just hang out in here and think about it for a while.
And just
Maybe I'll try and Dimension Door again next turn and see where I end up.
Okay. The little orb did look at the location where the ants were disturbed.
If you go into the correct hallway or the correct tower, you'll get right back in with us, I think. That's a good one.
Which one is the correct doorway, though?
Makernam is Makernam is paralyzed, so he's just floating there, which means he's a very good coup de grace target. Thurgus.
Thurgus has this undead dude next to him, right?
Yeah, he slid in behind you. He's trying to use his allies as flank.
Okay, first action this turn for Thurgus. He's going to swift action activate the Vampiric Torque. And then he's going to take 3 attacks against the ghoul. This is... and he's continuing to rage.
Swinging your sword.
Yep. Can he be... Oh, you already said he can't be crit, right?
Yeah, the undead are generally non-critable.
The last one's a nat 1. I saw something about a hero point that I got. There was an immediate one. It was displayed in chat. I don't know if that's a correct thing or whatever, but it got whispered to me. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't see anything in the request queue, so no one.
It says only visible to you, hero point immediate use. Oh, never mind. That's chat telling me I crossed a threshold.
Okay.
With my own channel points. Never mind.
Which
I will.
No, you cannot spend them on your own. Although that's an interesting mechanic. The more you play, the more hero points you.
No. I'm going to use my Preacher ability to burn my immediate action this turn for aggression and re-roll that attack roll. So I have 4 uses of determination today. That'll bring it down to 3, and I'll re-roll that last one. So that's minus 10. Okay, so I got 60, 54, and 49. I'm assuming those hit?
Those do hit.
Okay. I'll give you 3 attacks. The first one will be
you replace the one?
Yeah, I used a use of determination from my Preacher archetype to reroll my attack.
You noticed the way that your sword was going and twisted your foot and hopped down the step and changed the angle of your blade swing?
Yeah, he literally says a prayer. He goes, "Bloodbear, give me
accuracy and make sure I don't, miss his stuff.
That's the extent of his prayers.
Ahmed, he's not off by any. He's good.
4d6 plus.
I rolled all the blur attempts too. Apparently the Bloodbearer was listening. It takes all 3 strikes, but you mangle this ghoul corpse into a pile of twisted shrapnel and horrible ick. Makranam, for the moment, is safe.
That's my turn. That's my
Greasy Fingers.
swift and 3 attacks. Yeah.
All right. Well, does Thurgus have haste running?
Thurgus does in fact have haste running.
Okay, so you've got 1 more attack.
No. I made 3 attacks, and then my
I see.
swift action was to activate the Vampiric Torque.
Got it.
So that's 4 actions.
So you healed some from your attacks, basically.
Correct.
Okay.
Half off of the first one, which was 55.
Nice.
So 25, 3.
An animal
28.
companion used to wear that torque.
Thurgus has put it to much better use.
Yes. All right. Grelhan Greasy Fingers is going to listen to his master because the bad things happen to those that don't. He flies to the edge of this fog. Does the fog do anything to...
No.
Okay.
It's just fog.
So he stops there. He can see Thurgus, and he's going to start firing his bombs. So he's got 2 bombs left, which Thurgus is probably going to...
Yeah, if he can see him coming, he's going to deflect.
Yeah, touch AC 20 and 20 lots.
53 and 56.
Breaking those bombs. That's 2. The Reanimator needs to move. He shuffles kind of into the embrace. Can you see there? Yeah, you can see up that little corner. He shuffles around in the mist. There you are. And a bony finger comes out of the mist and is pointing at Thurgus. He is going to cast a spell. The spell is called Greater Dispel. He's going to get rid of some of your protections. Okay.
It's no bueno.
He is a 14th level caster.
He's dispelling like we are, baby.
He dispels 8th level magic, so I don't know if there's any, like...
There's one. I have 1 spell active on me because I drank a potion of
Yep.
Bear's Endurance.
Okay.
I'll give you that one.
All right.
I mean, that's hit points.
That is definitely hit points.
I don't think I have a wand or anything on
If
me.
he does that about 14 more times, you're done for.
I'm just going to double check that you only roll once for Greater Dispel, but I'm pretty sure you do.
You once and apply it all the way down.
Yep. Damn it. Okay, so he would have dispelled 3 effects.
Would have been pretty rough.
So he moved and cast, and that was all of his turn. Alchemical golems. I guess you're just the next target, and they can see you, and this one is kind of waiting for things to get out of the way because it can't see, so it just starts patrolling, I guess, looking for an opening. These 2 are trying to inject Thurgus. AC 33 and then less.
No.
And one of them. Oh, 2 nat 1s.
Ooh, confirm those.
First one, critical miss.
Sure.
Dex check or fall prone.
Yeah,
Hold
fall down.
still.
You big dummy.
Oh yeah, it tumbles over.
He just puffs out his chest as that needle comes in and just throws him backwards with his breastplate.
And then it takes a -4 on the confirmation for the next AOO. It's leaking lots of fluid, so it's really greasy right now. It fails on that one, so it misses. It is already It is already prone. It can't get any proner. And then the last one's just a miss, as it's trying to reach for Thurgus while it's on the ground. It is robotic and horrible. Under Chief Requiem needs to get out of the fireball radius, so he's gonna fly back behind here and choke on a potion for some healing.
Requiem's gone out of view.
He thinks he's
Back to the back somewhere.
safe. The Necrocraft Golem, which is deaf, so it can't hear its master's commands, continues to attack Thurgus. He really wants to get a hold of you, and unfortunately the spells...
Do your thing, buddy. Keep trying. You'll get it someday.
Alright, it has natural attacks. It has more than one, so it's going to do a full round action to get all of its natural attacks off at its highest base attack bonus, which is a thing that monsters can do. So instead of 30, 25, 20, it's going to make 2 attacks at plus 30. AC 45 and nat 20.
Those are pretty gross. Not a lot I can do about that.
What?
Alright, so the first one is a raking claw for 24 damage.
Call it 14.
And then the next one is like a literal battering ram of bones with a bunch of skulls at the end of it that comes kind of out of its torso and body checks Thurgus. I'm going to roll to confirm the crit. AC 37, does that confirm? This is a max question.
Sorry, I muted myself. It does. I still have Blur, maybe.
Okay.
See if Blur can save me from another crit.
It does.
Marty, it was meant to be. I was sent here by a series of gods. Not just one. Thurgus was sent by a pantheon to go and fuck these dudes up because they were doing wrong.
Apparently you guys have the...
I've rolled like shit this entire campaign.
I don't care. I'm just confused a bit at how the strategy of we stick one guy in front and he takes the brunt of everything the enemies can do.
And somehow it works.
And somehow it's still working. It's just...
And Blur, which is supposed to be a 20% miss chance, is a 20% hit chance.
Stupefying.
He's been thinking about this for a really long time.
All right, so
everything.
the big surprise battering ram attack from the bone horror misses Thurgus as he dodges out of the way and is hacking at things and roaring. This is your vengeance quest. Fereosae. Pixel's wisely not here right now.
That does make sense.
Yep.
I am going to Protective Luck Thurgus, and because I can split hex now, I'll go ahead and hit Zephyros as well. And then I'll cackle in between verses of my pipe playing as I continue Bard Song.
Okay. Maintaining Bard Song as a free, and you're cackling, which I think makes the Protective Luck last longer, or?
One more round. Adds 1 round to it.
How long does this thing last?
That is a reasonable question. I think it is for 1 round. And 8th level, it's extended by 1 round, so it is 3 rounds from now.
Okay.
2 plus the cackle. Yeah.
Nice. The Gluttonous Ghoul Knights, which I thought would be so deadly here. Just gonna take those off the initiative. Zephyros.
They soaked some damage.
That was like 300 damage.
I mean, let's not bask in the glory of this just yet. We still have a distance to go.
All right, Zephyros.
We got through the bouncer.
Yeah, Zephyros is going to use Spell Recall, and he's going to recall Shout, and then he is going to... the last time I cast Shout from that corner, can I cast it from this corner this time?
Yep, but that means it'll go into. Oh, I see what you mean. You're gonna shout it further into the room. So the edge of the door.
No,
is...
I was trying to do it at an angle, maybe like that. But if I can't do the cone that way, that's fine. Because you're assuming that the line of attack forms
so
a little
it's
triangle.
a 30-foot cone, right?
Yeah, it's.
You can make a cone like that, which you don't want to do. You can make a cone like that.
That looks pretty.
That looks pretty good to me, because that looks like it's not catching Thurgus.
It is providing anyone that this wall you're casting into like a saving throw. Like a saving throw bonus. Because there's cover. You're not quite getting it through the door.
Okay, so it's going to be better if I do it from the other corner.
The same corner you did before.
Yeah, so let's do it from the same corner. I don't want to give them the saving throw.
All right, so you're casting Shout again?
Yeah, I'm casting Shout again. So there's 15 d6 plus 5 of damage to crystal objects.
Oh, yeah.
So that's 53 damage, and there's 5d6 plus 5 sonic damage to everything else. 22.
Oops.
Of course, there's saving throws.
Nat 20 on the saving throw from the alchemical golem. So it takes half, which is 26.
Okay.
90, 104. It's very, very beat up at this point in time and on the ground. The necrocraft thing takes the lesser of the two, and it's a fort save.
Against the 26 DC, I think. Yeah, 26 DC.
Failed. It takes the full 22. Softening everything up. Oh, and look at the Reanimator. He does not have any protections against sonic spells. He just has a really good saving throw.
He makes it.
He makes it, so he's not deaf. He takes 11 damage. And you just missed Greasy Fingers, and you already destroyed that part of the lab. It doesn't touch anything else in the room. Okay, so that was you recalling Shout and then shouting into the room again with deafening effect. Professor, who's in a different part of the tower. You're taking damage. You are in a chemical bonfire. You take 8 damage this round, and would be choking on smoke.
Is it fire damage?
It's fire.
Absorb it.
Yeah.
And the professor, in his bubble of resistance and life bubble, will concentrate and really picture hard the room he wants to go to and think through all of the different towers he just glimpsed. Desperately try not to end up in the evil ants one. And Dimension Door again.
Okay. You're doing a single spell, Dimension Door?
Yeah, that's all. I'm going to spend my whole round trying to get into my wall of ice illusion in the back of that
Give
tower.
me a caster level check, please.
1d20 plus 11? Is that what you mean by that? 25?
Okay, you were able to cast a spell, and with your just brute force of spell casting and your quick mind, you were able to Dimension Door to the proper spot. Where you want to be on this side of the illusion? You muted yourself, I think.
Yep, sorry. I want to be in the illusion. Yeah, right there is good. I want to be in it so that anybody who wants to see me first has to disbelieve there's a wall of ice here.
Okay.
And my turn ends because Dimension Door, right?
Yeah, you also used a single action to concentrate real hard on your Dimension Door, which gave you the roll.
Beautiful.
Makronom, paralyzed, Thurgus.
Oh, joy. Who can I see? I can see an alchemical golem that tried to dunk on me. I can't actually see the Reanimator, right?
You can. He's in this little corner, so you can see him.
Oh, and if I 5-foot step up, I can hit him with 10-foot reach, right?
Yep.
Oh, that boy.
Yeah.
But that boy's gonna get some. I'll continue to rage, and I will take 3 attacks at the Reanimator. Oh, look at that! I have